Hey guys, so welcome back. Okay. So we ready for this Halloween look or whatever. I got a shirt, okay? Don't be saying I be looking naked because I got a shirt. So we got inspired by this dude. I'm gonna link his Instagram down below because he is the reason why I got inspired with this whole Area 59 thing, alien. You know what I mean? Also, everything that I have used or am using, I am linking it on the description down below. So if you're interested in recreating this look, I will link everything so you are able to recreate it. Right here, I'm just using a Mehron color wheel paint. This is the colors blue, green, and gray. I mixed all of them with water. This is a water activated paint, which is super simple to use. I love using watercolor paints because they're really easy to come off. So I mixed them all together. I created this shade. It was hard to keep getting the same shade, but I just kept messing with it and I just kept rolling with it, you know what I mean? So I painted my forehead, around my eyes, my nose. I skipped around my mouth area and then I went neck down. That way it could fit all in the frame. If some of my skin is showing, I am so sorry, but I really tried. I really did, okay? This is all we're gonna do right now. We're just gonna color it and then I'll be right back to explain all of the other details, which is really pretty self-explanatory, but you know, just for the, oh girl, who is Snapchatting me? Just for the people who are like kind of slow, you know, I'll be back and I'll show you and demonstrate. Okay, girl, never mind. I am back. So right here, I'm making some little lines. This is going to be where the blood drips out of. First, I was going to make like a dripping out of, you know, just kind of like how he did it in the picture. But then I was like, I kind of want to get bloody with it. You know, I want to get messy. So I just drew the little lines just so I know where I'm going to put the blood. And right here, here I go painting the rest of my body. So I'm going to let you watch. Okay. So here we're just going to draw little lines trying to accentuate the drips that we're going to make with the blood. This kind of doesn't really matter if it's perfect or not because the blood is going to cover it. I thought it was going to matter, but it honestly doesn't. So good thing I did it first so I can let you know not to take as much time as I did trying to make this as dark as possible because it doesn't really matter. Honestly, the blood is going to cover it, okay? So we're just going to accentuate the little drips. Right here, I'm just making the nose. I wish I would have made the little point triangles a little bit smaller, but you know, it's whatever. You can do it however you want. This is my experience. I wish I would have made them smaller. Here I am just painting around my eyebrows, kind of like if you're carving out your eyebrows with concealer. That's what I did with this because then I'm going to fill in the brows at the end of everything. Now we're ready to draw on our eyes, so we're just going to fill it in with the black paint and then we're going to fill it in with some black eyeshadow. It doesn't honestly matter as long as the black eyeshadow is pigmented enough to cover your eyes. You can use any black eyeshadow you want and you're going to use the black eyeshadow throughout this whole video, so any black eyeshadow, homegirl, it doesn't really matter. and here we go with the nose, natural whatever. So we're gonna contour our nose. I mixed the colors green and blue from the James Charles Morphe palette. It's just the matte green and the matte blue. It was a little bit hard because I'm not used to contouring my nose. I'm not the best at contouring my personal nose. It's just hard, girl. My nose is weird, okay? It's hard to contour it. Anyways, we're just going to contour the sides of our nose. If you mess up a little bit with too much green, too much blue, you can go back with the matte white from the James Charles palette and blend that in. It could just use as like a highlighter, but a matte highlighter or an eraser or something like that. This is just going to be our contour for cheeks. Once again, I mixed the green and the blue with a little bit of black just so that it can be a little bit more intense because I want it just, a dark contour. So I did it on the perimeters of my face, around my jawline, around my cheekbones, and on my forehead. So here's what I mean that you can use the matte white to highlight the center points of your face. So I used it on my forehead and underneath my eyes just to highlight and make it a little bit brighter. Here I am doing the same thing that I did on the top. Once again, it doesn't matter if it's perfect, if it's curvy enough. It doesn't matter because we're going to cover it with the blood. We are ready to do some more shading, girl. So we are going to be using a pencil brush. This one that I'm using right here was a little bit too big, so I switched on to a smaller one. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, there you go. So I switched on to a smaller brush, and I'm going to be shading the whole curves all around the bottom, and I'm going to do the same on the top. This kind of black is going to make the blood just accentuate it or make it pop out a little bit more. So it helps kind of a little bit for the blood, but once again, it does not have to be perfect, girl. We are gonna cover it. I switched to a shading brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and further blend those little lines just so we can buff it out and make it look a little bit smoother. And then we're going to go ahead and accentuate our little collarbones, our neck bones, all of our weird bones on our body, because if you've noticed, alien pictures, them little motherfuckers are skinny, okay? They are skinny. So we are just going to make ourselves look super duper skinny today, okay? Also, another thing about aliens, they have a lot of freckles, a lot of moles on their face, on their body. So we put some little freckles on our cheekbones. We put some little freckles on the tops of our neck, of our chest. And we're going to put some on our forehead, like in the little center line. Now we're just going to shade under our eyes to make them look a little bit sunken in, the bottom and on the top, to make it a little deeper, a little prettier, a little bit more dimension. We're going to line our lips, and then we're going to add our blood scab. You can get any blood scab from anywhere. It doesn't matter, or any liquid blood, just to make it look a little bit more real. And that's it. We're done. We're going to paint our hair, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.